We are back.
We're back, baby. Rocking and rolling.
Yes. Well, we have let's introduce ourselves. We always forget to do this.
Oh, yeah.
It's Dak and Doc. I'm Dr. Douglas McLeod, one of your hosts, and
I'm Dak. I'm Dakota.
we're happy to be here with you, and we appreciate. I had a lot of input from last time we spoke.
Last video. Yeah. I like that it's videos now.
Yeah.
And that I don't have to edit. Thanks, Meg.
We have a new producer. Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
nice.
One of the critiques I got is I look at the camera too much.
Oh, really? They told you that?
Stop looking at the camera.
Do I look at the camera enough? I feel like I don't ever look at the camera. I feel like I just look at you the whole time.
I didn't even notice, but that was one of the critiques. So
Okay.
Now I'm going to have to watch. I did get a lot of interesting feedback. So those of you who haven't listened to our last episode, yes. No, I just thought about what we were talking about, and it was funny.
Okay.
So we talked a lot about the beginning part. We talked about regret. And then from there.
And then my OCD problems.
Yes, we talked about those things. That's the funny part. And then we talked a lot about chiropractic. One of the things that we talked about is we talked about allergies, and I got a lot of feedback on that people want more information on that stuff. So maybe I really don't have an agenda when we sit down with chiropractic.
It's interesting to hear people's feedback too, but I also want to always remind everyone, we don't script any of this. No, every time we talk about something, it's just natural. It's just easy for us to talk about. It's very fluid, and it's never us telling you, oh, you have a chiropractic, or you don't have a chiropractic issue, or you don't need to take medication, or you do need to take this medication. It's where if there's something going on and you have allergies or you have whatever OCD problems, like we're just saying, like,
Yeah, we're just talking.
This
is a conversation.
Yeah, we're just saying what we're thinking.
Yeah, we're not making recommendations.
No.
Always remember that. If you are somebody, for example, last time we talked about, you talked about your OCD.
My OCD.
And I'm putting that in quotations because I don't know that you've ever been diagnosed with that or anything like
No,
that.
I never. I'm sure they
so
would think I'm
that's
crazy.
your diagnosis. It's our conversation.
Right.
We're not making recommendations. If you potentially have serious problems like that, you should be looking for healthcare professionals. Even though I am a physician, I'm a chiropractor, I'm not making recommendations on those things. I can make recommendations on chiropractic information, and toward the end, you can take that to the bank. But no, all the other stuff, we're just having
talking.
fun.
Yeah, we're having fun with it.
But if you think you have some serious health problems that have to do with another healthcare profession, then I recommend look into those things. So let's jump back and talk a little bit about a couple of things.
Okay.
Last week we talked about regret.
Yep.
And that was an interesting thing. We kind of ended it on the note that we said regret is a phenomena that you're never really taught what regret is.
Right.
We don't teach our children what is regret, how do you handle regret,
Right.
how does it affect you? And so I started thinking about a lot of different things. Gratitude.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's another thing. No one ever teaches you gratitude. I mean, your parents might say, go say thank you, things like that. But
I don't think kids understand what they're saying thank you for. Because there's many times, my son Jay, he's going to be 4 next month, and I will say, you need to say thank you for that. And then he'll be like, okay, thank you. I'm like, what are you saying thank you for? Mm-hmm. And there's been a few times where he's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, so now I'm going to have to teach him. Why do you say thank you? And he's gotten a lot better at that, like where he knows and now will acknowledge, like, and he doesn't just say thank you. He says, thank you for my pop. Thank you for letting me stay. Like, but I don't think kids learn what they're saying thank you for, what they're saying I'm sorry for, what they're like, you do have to go into detail with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because there are those principles that are out there.
Yeah.
That I think you learn throughout your life by watching other people, listening to your parents and whatnot. But there are those deep-based emotions that have been labeled that you never even think to, how did I learn this? How did I learn gratitude? How did I learn, what are ethics, stuff like that.
I had someone tell me maybe last week, or it was within this past month, because I'm really big on communication. I'm really big
She's
on.
Not big. She's
I'm
petite.
petite. I'm my communication and our emotions. I fully think, in my opinion, that if you can't express what's going on, then how are you going to excel in whatever it is that's bothering you or whatever it is that you're achieving or feeling, whatever. You have to know what you're thinking and feeling, I think. And so I'm going to homeschool Jay. And so one of our things that we learned really early on was emotions and feeling. Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling angry? And someone said, how old is he? And I was like, oh, he'll be 4 next month. And they said, I cannot believe how advanced he is with that. Like, my 5-year-old doesn't even know this. Mm-hmm. But I had like a poster up for the longest time. Okay, when he'd get angry at something, okay, what are you feeling? Well, I feel like this face. And he'd show, I'm like, oh, that's anger. Like, why do you feel angry? And we would talk about it because you're right. It doesn't get talked about.
And then how do you deal with that? Talking to him about how you deal with that.
Yeah. Austin, when he gets any sort of emotion.
Do you take Austin to the poster too?
I'm about to. Because he shuts down and I don't. I over communicate, I over explain, and so it drives me crazy.
No, that's
not
true.
Me.
So, you over communicate.
I
like that.
I do. I over communicate.
Do you put that on your resume? I over communicate.
I should.
What are your best qualities? What are your worst qualities?
Worst quality. Everyone says that's my worst quality. I don't think so. Because sometimes people are like, just get to the chase. Well, I want you to understand my thought process because for you to understand where I got. Because what if it's wrong? What if it's not? What if we're not on the same page?
Right.
I want you
most
to
of the
know
time you're not
I'm not on the same page as anyone else.
Yeah.
I'm always right, you're wrong.
I think everybody. That's funny. But everybody's on their own page, right? Because your ideas come from your experiences, right?
Yeah. So it's so funny because Dr. McLeod's really big into this is how you communicate A to B, B to A, A to B, B to A. And one time, Austin and I were bickering. It was really me bickering and him just sitting there. And so I brought out a piece of paper. I said, let me show you how to communicate. This is A. This is B. This is A. This is B. I think now every time I'm like, we need to talk about communication? He probably is like, I don't like this guy right now. Because I drew it out the one time.
I think that's a good thing. That's funny. He didn't appreciate that. Huh?
I think in the moment he thought I was crazy. But I tell him, like, how do I know what you're thinking or feeling without you telling me? I tell Jay, how do I know what you're thinking, Jay? Yeah. I can't just know. Like, I need you to tell me.
Yeah, and that's the truth. There's so many people they just assume people are on the same page as them, and then that's when problems start breaking down. And then the interesting thing about a lot of people is they have poor communication, and so as a result, they develop poor relationships with people. Yeah. A lot of them family, and so then how do they handle it? They cut off communication.
Yep, they don't talk anymore.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not talking to them anymore. Why? Because you had poor communication and found some sort of, or never found a common ground on something. So then you just decided. And
it's so crazy how if they don't agree, they just stop talking.
Yeah.
Instead of just like communicating about it and saying, oh, I can see your side, but that's just not what I think. Right. Like, we can agree to disagree. I know some people that just don't talk to people because they don't agree.
My father struggled later on in his life with relationships, and I was constantly on him over and over and over with family. I don't know how he did with his friends. I would constantly go over to his house, remind him over and over and over, how's it going with this person? How's it going with that person? And I would always try to bridge the gap between people that he was struggling with. And that's the only way you do that is communication. Yeah. If you decide you're not doing something, you're not going to engage, you're going to get the lowest common denominator, right? So I didn't look at our time, so you'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay. You can block that one out, Megan. But anyway, so wait.
Do your clap.
Do the clap. Okay, switch. So anyway, like I said, my father had this trouble. And it's because everybody just stopped talking to him and he stopped talking to them. But I was constantly over his house. And I've said this 1,000 times, that I don't understand how, and this is not a judgment, because there's all kinds of subtleties and nuances in relationships and all kinds of people and all kinds of circumstances. And there are times in your life, maybe it's not the right thing to have a relationship with that person. Yeah. Okay. But that doesn't mean later on, maybe it is time to start having that relationship. Right. But what I've always said, for me, if I had a problem with one of my kids and my kids got so angry with me, they didn't want to have a relationship with me, I would be on their porch every day ringing their doorbell until we figured it out.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen for me and my family. I will always have that open line of communication. And there's no reason you can't find common ground and fix something for me. So everybody else, there's so many situations that doesn't really apply to.
I think it all goes back to also like how willing are you to communicate, and are you truly like willing to hear what the other person has to say? Because a lot of people, I think too, they listen to reply. They don't listen to really listen.
Yeah.
They listen to have a rebuttal. They listen to try and prove themselves right, when you have to really listen to what they're thinking and saying, because everyone's coming from a different perspective on everything in life. It's not, we're never going to always agree 100% on everything. That's okay.
Right. Except if they're talking to you, because you're
then
always right.
I'm always right. Austin, do you understand? I'm always right.
She's always right.
Dr. McLeod, you got that?
I'm not listening. It is interesting because communication, it just falls apart, right?
Yeah.
People, you're right, though. You hit the nail on the head, I think, with a lot of people. Sometimes I'll be talking to people, especially under stressful situations, maybe a stressful part of a conversation, and I think to myself, they're not even listening. They're already formulating what they want to say next and not even listening to what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
And very oftentimes you can pick that up because what you've just said, they'll address the opposite.
Yeah.
So you have to say, well, I just said.
I'm really bad because when I see someone or hear someone like starting to do exactly what you just said, I'm like, did you listen to what I'm saying or did you not? Like, I'm confused. I always say it in such a bratty tone. I have a really hard time with watching my tone when I'm in the moment like that. Perfect example, my mom and I. She will tell you, when we butt heads, we butt heads. And I will ask, I'm like, did you hear what I just said? I'm like, this is the opposite of what I'm saying. She's like, well, that's not what I heard. I'm like, because now we're just talking past each other. We're not listening to each other. We're not really understanding where the other person's coming from. It's like, okay, let's take a break. Let's walk away from this and come back when we really are willing to listen. Because if you're not willing to listen, you're just going to be fighting.
Right.
There's no point.
So that's an interesting point. Mm-hmm. Let's spin on that for a second. So I have never seen that with you. Except one time.
Oh, gosh, okay.
I didn't mention it. I didn't even brushed it off. And I'm the same way, too, with people like my wife. Right?
Yeah.
I would more apt to be snippy or snappy, whatever. I think you use one of those words anyway. Snappy with her with a short grace period for her, much shorter grace period for her than I would for you or a perfect stranger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is that? I think most people are like that. My wife will just go.
It's your comfort zone.
My wife will just go, no. And I go, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's your comfort zone. Janice is your safety net. Like,
yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
But I think it's so interesting that the people that you love the most are the ones you'll more likely hurt more than anybody else and will hurt you more than anybody else. Those are the people that you love the most will hurt you more than anybody else.
It's your safety net.
Yeah,
it's your hardest on your safety net, just like you're hardest on yourself. Like you're most comfortable with yourself. You're hardest on yourself. Like I think that's true. I will stand by that through and through.
That is interesting.
Yeah,
but
it's like your kid. They act out the most with you instead of with a stranger. It's because they're most comfortable with you.
Yeah,
you never know. I guess. Spinning off this. Do you hear your wife when she talks about her girl math? Do you know what girl math is?
What I understand girl math to be is if something is on sale 50%, you saved a lot of money.
So that's Janice's girl math. Do you want to hear my girl math? Austin knows my communication. Okay. This is the only communication I think he gets.
Is what?
For me. My
money?
Girl math.
Oh, girl math.
My girl math. If I return something and I get cash back, or if something comes off my card and then later on I get cash for it.
Yeah.
That's just extra money. This is extra money.
It's just like free money.
Yeah.
Yeah. You spent $100 on a grill. You take the grill back. You get $100 cash back. You're like, free money.
It's free money. So I love when everyone's on we have a handful of people on our phone plan, and sometimes people will give me cash for it. And sometimes if they Venmo me, then it's different. But if I get cash in hand, it's free money. There was one time a couple weeks ago, he's like, where'd you get this cash from? I'm like, oh, it's just my extra money. He's like, how did you get extra money? I'm like, just there. He finally gets it, guys. He's listening.
He gets it.
He gets it. Yeah.
I don't get it.
I get it.
I would
love it. I'm
no
sure.
way.
I'm sure your wife will understand. She probably likes my theory.
No, see, my wife's version of girl math is essentially she just takes what she wants and spends as much as she wants. So.
I like Janice's thought process.
I'll come home. I'm like, what's this?
So Austin came up with his new boy math today, or not today, this weekend. So Austin's cousin, they are racing side by sides now, and it's become a really big part of our lives, which I'm very grateful for. It's a lot of fun. So they're part of this group. It's called the 222 Lifestyle.
Okay.
And so they all have these crazy machines, and then they go racing every couple of weeks, and you can win money from it. Mm-hmm. So Austin this weekend was like, I think I go spend a bunch of money on this machine. I can take a week off work and go win like a week's worth of pay.
Oh.
He's like, then I got it for free. I'm like, no, that's not.
Austin, that's a great idea.
See, I told you would agree with his idea.
You should do that.
Please don't.
Leave your wife and children at home.
I was just like, what?
And go race.
He really wants to do. I said, and my husband's king of getting everything free. I said, if you get something for free, I'll let you race. I'm not doing it. I was like, even because like someone just got a machine. I think it was like anywhere from 10 to 13,000, but it's like it's meant just for racing. You don't take it on the trails. You're just to race it. And he's like, look, it's really not that much. He's like, if you win so many races, I'm like, you race 4 times a year, and you think that's going to equal what you're paying? I said, you're crazy. You're crazy.
He'll just win. Listen, he's good at that.
I know.
You've seen him more.
I know.
The only time I've seen him a couple times, and I told you this story before, I think, that we met on some track. I had my quad. He had his motorcycle. Mm-hmm. We were talking. He said, I'm just going to take off. And he took off. And we were just talking about this mountain before he pulled up, and I saw him. I was with my son-in-law, and I said, go up that mountain. He was laughing. Yeah, we'll just tumble head over heels. Mm-hmm. And so then Austin takes off and rides up this mountain. It's like a billy goat. Have you ever seen these billy goats or mountain goats climbing up a sheer straight wall? He just rode this motorcycle all the way up. No one else in the whole place was going up that. And then when he started riding up there, I looked around. Everybody stopped and was watching him go up. And he made up like, no big deal. So I think it'd be fine.
You and your son-in-law are standing there, jaw open.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What was that?
I'm like, he's going to kill himself.
You're like, I'm not reporting this to Dakota.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's obviously got a handle for that stuff. So I think, Austin, you should do it.
I don't know.
I'll give you 3 races, and you'll win.
Okay, you go buy the machine for him.
No. Well, as far as girl math goes and boy math goes, I think boy math for me is
what's your
2
boy
plus 2 equals 4. And then
there has to be a boy math for you that you just don't realize you do.
Well, actually, this is a technique that I do sometimes, not very often. When I was in college and I had to do all my grocery shopping, I developed this technique of grocery shopping that you round to the 50 cents. And I can walk up with a cart full of stuff and be within $1 or $2 of what I'm going to owe. I'm actually pretty good at that because I'm cheap.
So what do you do? Okay, so let's say that's not real boy math because you have to go in there. You have to make money somehow off of your boy math. So do you go in there with like a certain dollar amount?
I don't know. Right. Make money? I don't know.
Yeah, because I make money when people pay me cash.
Yeah. The only way I make money, I don't gamble. I don't,
I'm not gambling. People are paying me.
I get your girl math. No, that's not income to me.
That's income, baby. Let's go. If Austin gets cash, I know it's gone because I'm the same way. But I will put it like in an envelope and save it for random times where Austin, he'll just spend it. So I won't let anyone give him cash. I'm like, oh, that's my cash.
Do you ever go into your husband's wallet and just take money out?
No.
Why not? It's like free cash.
No, because he never has cash.
Oh, wow.
He does that to me.
Yeah, so he goes in your purse?
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to take this. Or he's really, like, he ran over his debit card. We have a joint debit card, and he ran it over with a lawnmower, so it was in pieces. Well, I was like, oh, this is perfect. We'll save a bunch of money because he won't have access to it. This has been 2 years now, and I have not gotten him a new one. He can go get his own. So it's not just me. I promise I'm not abusing him. But he just takes mine. It will go missing for days. I'm like,
yours goes
mine goes missing. This is ridiculous.
You should roll over yours with a lawnmower, and then you guys would save a lot of money.
We would save so much money.
Yeah.
Then all my cash would come back to me.
See?
I just love when people give me cash.
We're on to something.
There we go. Let's run them all over.
What did you think about some of the things we were talking about last week? Back to regret. What's the opposite of that?
I don't know.
Security? Certainty, rather? Certainty?
You think so?
If you regret something, you're just uncertain about what happened or what didn't happen.
Okay.
So, certainty. So, how do you know when you operate from a position of certainty?
I don't know. I never have to think that far. How do you operate with certainty? I don't know.
Well, confidence, I think.
Okay.
I do have a lot of confidence in what I do. And my wife always says that. I don't know how you're always so confident. Because my life motto is, I do what I want. And, as long as it doesn't affect other people or hurt other people, I just do what I want. If I want to do something, I just do it. I don't have to mull it over in my head, think about it.
Yeah.
What are the pros and cons? I just do it. So I always say I'm like a tornado.
You're
like a tornado, and then
for
there's
sure.
people behind me. In fact, when I hired you, I probably said, I'm a tornado, and your job is to come behind me and clean
You're
up.
like, just good luck.
Yeah. So, but I guess from a level of certainty, it's probably.
I could see that.
Yeah. Your level of certainty is because I do this because this is what I'm going to do. And you just
Yeah,
do
I
it.
guess that's true.
So, interesting. So that kind of spins off into a chiropractic topic.
That you
Certainty
think-
or uncertainty about your health care.
This could get political. Mm-hmm. Because I am 100% certain I will never give my kid a vaccine.
Okay. There you go. I'm right there
I feel
with
like
you.
I feel like this could get a little political for our views.
So that's interesting. What about the idea
Okay.
that platforms like this, people still talk about, they'll say, the jab.
That's so crazy.
Where they are afraid to say something, maybe because of, maybe they're being monetarily compensated by the success of their program, right?
I feel like people are just not confident in what they truly think they believe in.
Or do you think it's the money that drives them to stay away from certain topics?
I think maybe, but I mean, I guess everything follows back to the dollar. You want to know something, you follow it to the dollar. You don't follow, you just watch where the money's going and coming from and all that
Yeah.
stuff. You can find it that way. But I think a lot of it is like, I have a lot of conversations with many moms out there that they don't, I think that they just want to trust their doctors, but they don't trust their doctors. And I think they don't say it. And so that's why they play it off like, oh, just a jab. Like they downplay it, if that makes sense.
But when push comes to shove, they ultimately follow the recommendation of their doctor
Yeah.
because they're afraid. There is a book out there that I thought coined it well. It's a fictional book. It said people are stupid. People are stupid because they will believe a lie because they're afraid that lie might be true.
I can see that, yeah.
So truth has no value.
Yeah.
It's all about fear, right?
I agree.
Or money, right? So people are stupid because they'll believe a lie because they're afraid it might be true. So it's about the fear thing. And
Yeah.
we saw that, 5 years ago. Let's
Oh,
instill as
gosh,
much
it's-
fear in
yes,
people as we can
yes.
possibly get. And now, this is funny. I mean, we've got another one floating around that they're trying to spin out there, another germ.
I
And then
know.
I saw even another one. So I'm like, really? Come on. You're going to have to pick one because the one's not taking hold so
Yeah.
well. So now the other germs out there, and they said, whoa, now, guess what? Now we have another one out there. It's just, people are afraid it might be true. That's why people still, even today, walk around with masks. I saw a news clip of a guy who got off of a cruise ship, right? People are surrounded him in all white suits, like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, with,
That's
things on their
insane.
head,
Yeah.
masks on their head, completely surrounded and protected from this germ, right? He comes off the cruise ship and he's wearing a mask and he walks onto the bus and the bus driver is just sitting there. He's just some dude. just a bus driver. He's not dressed in anything. He's just dressed in his uniform. And there was a little caption that said something like, apparently this virus doesn't affect bus drivers.
If you're that scared, stay home.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it, honestly, because when I was a kid, even, I'm sure when you were a kid, it was like, oh, you have chicken pox, let's go hang out there. You wanted to catch it. You wanted to get it over with. You wanted your immune system to be around it. So to me, it's just absolute, like, mind blowing that you're trying to exclude yourself and stay in a little bubble and circle, and that you're hurting your immune system. Yeah. By not exposing yourself.
The germ theory is all mixed up. It's washed
up
in this concept that is just, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And all these contradictory philosophies within the standard of what the germ theory is.
Yeah.
Because remember, it's not the germ that causes the disease.
Right.
It's not. It's your immune system.
They make it seem like germs can pick and choose who it's going to go to, when it's going to go to, which germ will pass and which germ won't. That's not reality. That is not the reality of life, of how it works, of germs, of anything. The whole theory is mind-blowing to me.
Right.
It makes me spiral a little bit.
The idea that as you walk through the mall or a grocery store and somebody starts coughing and
I was just going to say this.
Yeah, and people start running like, oh my gosh, they have germs, right? And so they run away and they go in the other direction. It's ridiculous because they don't have any more germs or different germs than you have. Your immune system, every day of your life, you come across the influenza virus. Every day. It's all over the place.
It's inevitable. You can't pass it up.
It's there.
Yep.
And the fact is your body's immune system recognizes, this is the way it's supposed to work. It recognizes it. You already have antibodies that are set in the blueprint of who you are that know how to build an antibody to kill off the influenza virus. And some of these viruses, you can thank your grandparents, for them contracting the disease. They're the ones that fought it off and built up these antibodies and then passed that information down to you over and over and over. That's why chickenpox killed millions of people, or I don't know the statistics, but measles may have killed millions of people as well, right? Now, today, it's a normal, natural childhood disorder. What's the difference?
They're like, oh, measles is coming back.
Yeah.
I'm like, all of you probably got vaccinated and passed it.
It's just all about your body learning how to deal with living in the world around you. The bubonic plague killed millions of people. Where is it today? Right? Herpes was a plague, killed millions of people.
Now it's a cold sore on your lip.
Now it's a cold sore. Right. It's just people overreact to what the media is trying to push, and it may be.
And there's an agenda to it. I really do believe that.
Now, I have my thoughts on that as well, and I think that there is some sort of agenda to that, but I'm not going to get into that. But I'm just saying, maybe they're totally misguided. But there were and are all kinds of people out there that speak out who know very well the way these things that I'm talking about. I'm just not some magician chiropractor who has some secret out there that nobody knows. No, they know this is how it works, yet they still push the idea that they pushed the idea that people should stand 6 feet away.
Yeah.
We'll paint a circle on the lawn, and it'll be 6 feet away from another circle. Or you go to the grocery store and you stand single file, and you stand on one dot at a time and
because
move
that
forward.
dot is going to protect you.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a different tangent than I thought we were going to be going on to, but so we can come back to that because we did talk.
There's a lot that we could spiral off that, and we talk about it all the time of doing one.
We should do a full version of that. We did. There is in our podcast, our audio, germ theory.
Yep.
We hit that kind of hard, and we'll have to do something like that again.
Yeah.
Now that we're on YouTube, and you should look at the camera.
Me? Oh, I forget you're there. I forget it's there. I'm not going to lie to you. I just talk to you.
But certainty with healthcare and chiropractic, choosing chiropractic as a healthcare profession. There's some really cool research out there. I had a chiropractic magazine, and I rarely look at those and sometimes throw them away. This one, I cracked it open, started looking, and it was some research done by, I think it was Palmer College of Chiropractic in their clinic. They were saying that chiropractic improves people's pain level, dysfunction faster than people who are not under chiropractic care. And the certainty that people have when going to a chiropractor, that 85% of those people felt that chiropractic significantly improved or got rid of their condition, and their people's overall satisfaction with chiropractic care is 95 to 98%.
I believe that.
Yeah, which is impressive. People come into a chiropractor are 95 to 98% satisfied that they have achieved the goals that they're looking for. And so
I love that.
I think that's interesting because just below it, it said somewhere around 8 to 10% of the population actually see a chiropractor.
That's crazy. I don't think people
That is,
understand on the benefits of chiropractic care.
yeah.
I don't think it's talked about enough. I don't think that people get it. I think that again, people just associate it with pain in your back. They don't, there's so much more to it that they don't know, that they don't understand, or they don't want to know and understand. Because how many times have we referred someone out to somewhere else? It doesn't matter where, for another opinion. Because again, you're a chiropractor. You're going to give chiropractic recommendations. So if you need a second opinion or you need another approach on something or whatever the scenario may be, we refer them out. Tell the patient, stop seeing your chiropractor. They don't know. They don't know the
Right.
full thing behind it.
No, they don't have any idea what it is that
No.
we're doing. And I will always ask the patient who would say that if they were referred to another doctor or went to another doctor and that doctor said, discontinue your chiropractic care, I would say to them, ask them, as soon as they say that,
Yep.
do you know what the chiropractor did last time I saw him? Mm-hmm. No. Well, then why would you say I shouldn't go see them? You have no idea. Maybe he was rubbing my feet.
Yeah.
I wasn't. But
You were.
but it's just such a blanket statement that's
It
thrown
is.
out there. And the reason that it's thrown out there, and here's the dirty little secret here. The reason it's thrown out there is that doctor has no idea what a chiropractor does. And so they're afraid, if they're going to take on this case, they're afraid that chiropractic might be involved, and they have their own preconceived notions that they have what chiropractic is, and it's wrong. I guarantee it's wrong.
Yep.
Almost anybody that says, don't see a chiropractor without calling me and finding out what am I doing with this person, and do they think it's a good idea that I continue to go, because I am the specialist in chiropractic. I would be the one to tell people if they should or should not receive chiropractic care, not another physician, not another therapist, no. If you are wondering if you should continue with chiropractic care or see a chiropractor for whatever situation, in whatever point in your life you are, ask
Find
a
a
chiropractor.
chiropractor.
Yeah.
Find a chiropractor. Don't go ask your dentist.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like going to your, an orthopedist and say, should I go see a dentist?
Yeah.
Should I get my eyes checked? I mean, it's ridiculous. You'd ask
Right.
a optometrist, right?
Did you ever hear the story? This is so off track. About when I went to the eye doctor last.
No, but I'm waiting.
So I had glasses when I was younger because I couldn't see the board.
How old were you?
I was in middle school.
I want to see you in glasses.
No, thank you.
I'm going to tell your sister to bring in a picture of you wearing glasses.
Honestly, I hated wearing them. It was horrible. After high school, and I have a hard time driving at night because I can't see. It's
I have a hard time driving at night. I can't see.
I blame.
Do you drive at night? Yes.
No, I try not to. Like I will, like from here to home, but I won't drive like far because
Yeah.
I can't see.
I'm teasing you. I get it. Yeah.
I believe it's because it's too dark. My husband, on the other hand, says I just need glasses. I don't know. I don't believe him. So we went to the eye doctor.
It's too dark. You have headlights.
It's not good enough. Okay.
Go ahead. It's your story, not mine.
Good enough. And so we went to the eye doctor, and this doctor was so nice. She's so lovely. She had to have been new because she said to me, well, I recommend you get glasses. I was like, well, I don't need them. Just a recommendation.
It's just a recommendation.
She's like, what? I'm like, we can go now. And I left. Austin's like, that was her way of saying you need glasses. Like, no, she said recommend. She didn't say I needed them.
So I get to decide.
So I get to decide. Oh, that was funny. I haven't been back since.
I think it's time you go back.
No, I'm okay.
You can't see.
I can't
see.
Just, it's gotta be.
That's not true.
It's gotta
She
be.
can't see.
Gotta be like
I-
big letters and close to my face.
I've tested you several times. What did that sign say? And you'd be like, what
sign? I know, but it's just too far. The
What's
sign
too
was
far?
Whatever sign it was just
Oh,
too
I thought
far.
you meant the optometrist is too far.
No,
Because
that's not far enough.
you need glasses. I'm telling you need glasses.
They recommended. I didn't need them.
Well, I'm telling you need glasses. But it's
that's
funny.
what brings to my mind when you bring up glasses.
Well, so let's go back to you have
Yeah.
trouble driving at night.
okay.
Okay. So
Let's hear it.
Well, no. I always give her a hard time, just teasing wise, of course. Like with your OCD,
Oh my
we were
gosh,
joking the
yeah.
other day, and I was giving you a hard time. If you guys haven't listened to our other podcast, I was giving her a hard time because she has voices in her head.
I do. It's my own voice.
Yes. And I was teasing you that you had voices in your head.
Yep.
And of course it's your voice. And that's the way I think. I think most people think in sentences and in words.
Yeah,
right?
I would think so. But I guess I could be wrong.
No, I think that's how most people, but I mean, think somebody who's deaf and never heard voices. They think in maybe emotions and pictures, and because I have a lot of that too, that I kind of visualize things. But anyway, so I was teasing you about hearing voices, and of course, I was just teasing you. We all hear our own voice and
Yeah.
and talk to ourselves, kind of, I guess. So, but anyway, back to the driving at night.
Okay.
I have trouble driving at night.
See, and you wear glasses.
No.
Oh.
When it's wet, I don't have trouble.
Oh no, I
When
do.
when it's wet and dark
I won't.
and I'm sleeping. When it's wet and dark.
I have trouble with that too.
When it's wet and dark, I have to admit that I go slower.
I don't drive
when it's wet
when
and
it's
dark.
wet out. Even during the day, not gonna lie to you. During the day, I can't do it either. It's really hard for me.
I want to back up for a second. I want to know how often you do lie to me.
I don't lie.
Because you said, I'm not going to lie to you. That implies you lie to
I'm
me
not
on a
gonna lie to
regular
you.
basis.
I lie to you every day.
Every day. You're lying right
Day.
now.
All day. That's all I do is lie. Are you kidding me? I'm a good liar.
No,
I'm
that's
just kidding,
that's one of
guys.
those
I'm just
funny
kidding.
lines, isn't it?
Yeah.
Funny lines. A lot of people say that. Not going to
They do.
lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I think because I know a lot of people who would lie about little things like that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
I think people
Most
lie way
people-
too much.
I think most people probably have those widow white
The
lies.
little white lies.
Widow white.
Or you know what? And honestly, they may not even see it as a lie. They may see it as being whoa, the word just lost my head.
Courtesy?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Extreme. No. What's the word? Oh my gosh.
Yes, I'll try to fill this void while she's trying to put her
What is it?
head back
when
on.
they're being like dramatic. What's
Dramatic. How about
that's a
that?
good word. Yeah, that will. It starts with an E. I think is what I'm looking for. But
Emotional?
I don't know. No.
Okay, we'll use the word
We're always
dramatic.
dramatic, and
So
when I
when
come back
people
to
are-
this later, when
they're
they're
not-
being dramatic about things, like
They're not really thinking. They're more emotional about
Yeah.
something, so they just.
yeah, so they don't. It's not in their mind. I didn't lie. I was just being dramatic.
So when's the most common time you lie? So for
Oh,
example,
okay.
you're Lucille Ball, and you don't know who that is, and you bought a new hat, and so you lied to Ricky that you did not buy a new hat. So that's a sitcom from a long
Hmm. I
time
don't know
ago.
that sitcom. That's okay.
I know.
Let me think about
Everybody
this.
else gets my analogy. So yeah, what's the most common for you to lie about?
Oh, probably telling Austin I don't have money when I have money.
You just blew it. Now, she's got money. When she says she doesn't have it, she's got it. Go in her upper drawer,
Listen.
dresser drawer. No, I'm kidding.
No, seriously. That's
Don't tell you where you keep it, 'cause people are listening.
because he finds it.
Oh,
He's caught
really?
on. Or if, like, I'll tell Austin, oh, we don't have money for that. He's like, Jake, go ask mom for ice cream. Or the kids, like the older kids, oh, do you need something? Go ask your
That's
aunt.
funny.
I'm like, yeah, I got money. He's like, you just told me. I'm like, I don't got money for you.
For you.
For me, these kids, I got money.
That's funny.
That's probably my biggest lie to him. I think that's my biggest lie. We don't have money.
Money. That's interesting. Yeah.
What's your biggest lie?
That I like people. No, I'm kidding.
That's actually my biggest lie,
that
too.
I like you. No.
Oh, man.
So mine, I think it's out of courtesy
Okay.
to people. You know, I like your shirt, but this is just an example. If I said, "Oh, your
If she
shirt,"
doesn't like my shirt.
I do like your shirt. But if I said, "Oh, that color looks great on you," and I
Yeah.
think it looks awful, I'm not going to say that it looks awful on you, right?
I just don't compliment.
So, but if people said, "How do you like this shirt?" Okay, I would
See?
tend to say, "Oh, it looks very nice," because you're already here at work, right? I'm not going to say it looks awful. You shouldn't wear it again.
My problem is my face says way too much. This is why I don't
Hey,
like
this.
opening.
It looks good on you.
I will not open gifts in front of people because my face says way too much. I think it's really, if someone said that to me, I don't know.
See, that's a good example. I've done this at Christmas all the time. Oh, this is wonderful. I like that color. It's great. Get home and take that thing back.
Yeah, I don't like opening gifts in front of people.
Yeah. So
Because, and it's, I appreciate the thought. I really, like, you thought of me. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. But I don't want to hurt your feelings, but it's just not for me.
So courtesy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the little white lies, right?
So I don't do it. I'm having anxiety thinking about opening gifts in front of people right now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like opening gifts.
So that's probably the most common. I think with
Yeah.
most people would agree, probably that white lie out of courtesy and to save them, embarrassment or something
Yeah.
like that. And I
could see that.
Yeah. I mean, we should have a different word in our English language to describe that.
You want to know what I lied to you about, Doc?
Yes.
This is it. I'm just kidding. I can't even hold my composure. When you're like, you didn't tell me of something in my teeth.
Uh-huh.
Like, I didn't know.
Yes, see?
I'm just kidding.
No,
I really
that's
don't
true.
know. I really.
That's
but
true.
I just thought about that.
No. There was one time, I remember this vividly.
He
We had this
thinks
long
I didn't.
conversation, and then I went
didn't
into the
notice.
bathroom to brush my teeth. There's like this
I
lettuce
didn't really
all across
notice.
my teeth hanging out.
It's like hanging out from his face.
Yeah.
I'm really crazy about teeth too, so I feel like I would have really told you.
Well, okay. But that's funny.
I
It
love
would've
when
been
people
funny.
compliment my teeth. You
Yeah.
can compliment them all day.
Yeah. Well, your teeth do look nice today. They're super bright. And you smile, it's
I'm
nice
back
to
to
see you
smiling,
smiling again.
yes.
Your smile was like this. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I love it. I'm
Yeah.
so happy with it. So, yep.
So
Yeah.
we're here going to talk about next week. I think what we're going to do,
Okay, what are we doing
is-
next week? This
well-
is pre-planned. This is new for me.
yes, next week we're going to add some of our things we talked about, like maybe call somebody. or
Oh,
something
okay.
like
We're
that.
gonna add a little snippet in there to something,
Yes.
a random thing. Okay.
And I'm going to have our producer, Megan.
Okay.
Is she going to put on Hazel's little...
I don't know.
My granddaughter was so cute. Before I came in here, she was wearing our
She was wearing
headphones,
headphones.
and she's up to the mic, and she was saying, she would do this. She would go, "I love you. I love you."
My favorite was when she
love
was
you.
like, "I love you," and then you said, "Papa." She's like, "I love you, Grandma."
Yeah, I love you, Grandma. She did
That
say
was
that.
my favorite.
A little stinker.
Oh, she's so cute. I can't.
So the other thing is
Mm-hmm.
maybe next week we're going to be out of town. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to see if we can do this thing while you're on one side of town and I'm on another side of
We
town.
would do it on Wednesday.
Where are you going? You going to the west side of the state?
Where am I going? I'm going to
you
St.
staying home?
Helen. I'm going to St. Helen.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know where you're going.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to put a dock in. Yours just
Oh.
sounds more fun.
Mine's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But let's see if we can do that. That would be interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Guess we'll see.
Yes. So I guess we're
I
gonna.
don't know how this will work, but
Yes.
we're gonna test it out.
So we want to say thank you for joining us.
Make sure to like and subscribe us. Especially
Like
now
and
that we're on
subscribe.
YouTube. Make sure to subscribe.
Yes,
That's a
that's
big
very
thing.
important. We had a lot of people, and I will stop saying
No, you won't.
Well, I said it a lot today. I really curbed that a lot. But anyway, we're going to like and subscribe. We had a lot of people listen to us
Yeah.
last week, and it was kind of fun. So we're going to close out today's.
And make sure, sorry.
Yep.
Make sure to always send us a text, comment, message us, however you want to communicate with us. We love to hear things like that from our fans.
Yes.
Because we have a big following, right, Doc?
Well, yes, we would love to hear from our fan.
Yeah. Fan. The one that's in the sky
Yeah.
or in the ceiling.
So, but yes, like and subscribe. We'd love to hear from you again. And I'll give our tagline this time.
Yeah, thanks.
If you're tired of poor health, now there's
There's hope.
hope. Chiropractic. Thanks for joining
Thank
us.
you guys.